Good afternoon, it's 12:15 and I'm Brittany with your headlines from Solent Journalism. Residents who have been block of flats was engulfed in flames on Tuesday have been told they can't return for 6 months. The fire spread from a neighbouring building that was under construction and the entire structure on St Mary Street was destroyed. Residences were evacuated from the flats nearby and the damage was so severe many have been relocated.
Doing my disc work in my flat, get a knock on the door and there's a load of firemen running around just explaining that the building's being evacuated because the building next door's on fire.
Sure, I was coming back from my college course, walking past the park, saw a very small amount of smoke on top of the corner of the roof, and me and a couple of friends, we stood there, we watched.
Left, call there, yours.
We phoned the fire brigade straight away, 2 of us, and lucky enough there's other people that phoned the fire brigade also, and we just stood there and watched the whole roof, the top go up in flames, the second floor, the third floor. It's really distressing. It's like the fire brigade, they couldn't even get the water pressure to sort of put the flames out. If their water pressure, we wouldn't have to have a statement.
Do you recognise these men? Police want to trace them after a 20-year-old man was attacked because of his sexuality in Southampton. The victim was punched, pushed and kicked and suffered minor concussion in the assault on Nelson Road. Police are treating it as a hate crime. Police investigating a recent stabbing in Hoglands Park are hoping someone may have filmed the moments leading up to the attack. The stabbing happened near a number of families at 1:30 on Saturday afternoon. The victim sustained serious but non-life-threatening injuries. Just a reminder, Millbrook roundabout works continue and there's a closure in place between 7 p.m. tonight and 5 a.m. tomorrow morning. Diversions will be in place during that time. More overnight closures are due tomorrow and will continue Monday to Thursday next week. The world has been celebrating World Theatre Day through dozens of different organisations and groups. The day was established to highlight the importance of theatre as an art form. Our reporter Katie Brewer has more.
With many different types of theatre, from musicals to physical theatre, it is clear that this is an art form that is diverse. Theatre has been around for centuries, and as yesterday was World Theatre Day, I wanted to see how prevalent it is in today's society. I spoke to Matt Fletcher, a senior lecturer of acting and performance at Solent University, about why he got into theatre and why he thinks theatre is important.
I worked in an office for years and always knew that there was something missing in my life, and the thing that I finally realised was missing was that I wanted to have an opportunity to actually speak to people, to actually communicate with the wider world. And theatre just happened to be my way of doing that. So I could have chosen any of the other art forms. And I think what's interesting is theatre is just one of several art forms. I mean, what's interesting about theatre is that it has to compete with film, but what's interesting about theatre is its liveness, the fact that you're actually in a room with people who are telling you a story. And I think that's what gives it its value today. There's less and less opportunity for us to be sharing storytelling.
Southampton has multiple theatres, including the Mayflower and 2 NST theatres, one in the Southampton Uni campus and one in the Southampton City Centre, that have a range of shows. The latest to come to the Mayflower is Jersey Boys, and The Bodyguard will soon be starting on the 28th of May and includes X Factor star Alexandra Burke.
World Theatre Day aims to get more people to enjoy theatre and to fully immerse themselves in the experience. Katie Brewer, Solent News.
A group of students have been taking part in the Funky Vegan Fest 2 at the Social Bar in Southampton. The festival was selling cruelty-free meals and cocktails, and animal rights activists also held a number of stalls. The Vegan Fest will be returning every few months with vegan goods and ethically made products. That's all from us for now, and you can find all of our stories and more if you head online to solentjournalism.co.uk. We're back with a radio update at 2:30.